I'm Janice Benstock, real estate broker, instructor, and kind of a real estate nerd. Getting into real estate is a great way to make an awesome living, make lots of money, have financial freedom, time freedom, and lots of people want to get into real estate these days. But there is a high cost to getting started in real estate, and that oftentimes holds people back. So today, 5 hacks on how to get started in real estate even if you don't have any money. In addition to paying for school, once you get your license, there's also going to be some startup costs, and they vary from market to market, but they generally include things like your licensing fees with the state. If you are going to join an association like National Association of Realtors, you're going to have dues. You're also going to have to pay for your MLS, which is your multiple listing service. Some offices are even going to charge you a monthly desk fee or a tech fee or some kind of startup fee that you're going to have to pay every month. So even though there's a kind of high startup cost to getting into real estate, I absolutely do not want it to deter you. Remember, I'm going to give you 5 hacks on how to get the money, but I also want you to realize how much money you can make in real estate. I've created this really cool spreadsheet kind of thing. It's like a formula, but you don't have to do any math, and you can download it. And what it does is it goes in and does backwards planning. You plug in how much money you need to live every month, including all of your expenses, and it spits out and tells you how many houses you need to sell in order to make that money. It's like freaking magic. So download that, the link is right below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me the thumbs up if you like this video. Hack number 1. When you start out in real estate, you're going to have to take education. There are classes that are required in every single state and Canada in order to be eligible for a real estate license, and school costs money. So here are a few ways to save money on your schooling, because if you don't go to school, you're not getting your license and you won't be able to make a lot of money. There are generally 2 different options on real estate education. You can either take an online, we call it an asynchronous class, and that's available in most states, where you can sit in front of your computer and just follow along with the presentation, take some quizzes, watch some videos, and kind of do it at your own pace, even in the middle of the night in your pajamas. Then there's the old-fashioned, in-person, or now sometimes, depending on the state, in Zoom method, where you're with an actual instructor and other students, and you have to be at a certain time or place at a certain time. That's called synchronous learning, and I generally feel that in-person synchronous learning is so much more effective for students, because you're going to get the benefit of having a live instructor. Even if it's on Zoom, you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to network with other students, and it's just a much more interactive kind of learning. But sometimes people's schedules don't fit in with that, and that holds you back from getting your real estate license. And also, it's generally more expensive to go live than it is to do the online classes. So if you want to get started in real estate, but you absolutely cannot afford either the time or the money for in-person classes, it's an option to take the asynchronous online classes. And that education, even though it might not be as effective as going in person, is going to be the difference between getting your real estate license and not getting your real estate license. In addition, some schools offer payment plans on their in-person classes. In fact, my school is one that offers a payment plan, and currently we do a monthly payment plan where you only need to pay $111 to get started for your real estate courses. So ask around and see if your school in your area offers a payment plan. Hack number 2, find money that's leaking out of your bank account every month. Now, the old-fashioned way to do this was to sit down in front of your bank statement and go through and manually find places where your money is leaking, like the gym membership that you never use, the Netflix subscription along with Hulu. Who needs both? But that's time-consuming and it's exhausting, and a lot of us don't want to do it. So now it's easier to find leaking money and get rid of it with one tap by using an app. The app that I use is called Rocket Money, and I will put the link to that app below. And if you subscribe to Rocket Money, it connects to your bank account and it does all the hard work for you. It finds all of the subscriptions and puts them in one place, gives you the option with one click of a button to cancel that subscription and get that money back into your account. Now, here's the trick. If you're going to cancel subscriptions and have extra money in your budget, you cannot just loosen your belt and go out to dinner more or buy that pair of shoes that you've been eyeing. You have to set that money aside to build your real estate business, and it's smart to open up another bank account, a separate bank account that you can't touch with no debit card, and take that money every single month that you saved on those subscriptions and transfer it into the account. That way you have it, it's safe, and no one's gonna touch it. It'll be there when you need it. And remember that that money that you're using to build your real estate career is not spending, it's investing. Because for every dollar you invest in yourself, in your future, you're going to make thousands of dollars over the life of your career in return. So start finding those leaks right now and saving that money towards your future. Hack number 3, go make more money. Now, if that sounds really complicated and I'm making light of it, it's really easier than you might think. If you have a smartphone, you can sign up for Uber, Lyft, you could sign up for TaskRabbit if you're handy, you could do Instacart. There's so many ways that with a phone and a bike or a car or even your feet, you could make a few extra bucks in your free time. You can also offer to babysit or cat sit or dog sit or water somebody's plants when they're away for vacation. There's so many different ways that you can use your skills in your free time. You can even sign up to be someone who waits in line for other people, and then you could get studying done while you're standing in line making money. So grab that phone and put your goals somewhere where you can see them to keep you motivated. So on the days when you're tired and you just want to sit on the couch, you're going to remember to pick up that phone, sign on for Uber, and get out there and drive your way to the future of your dreams. Because every dollar that you earn and you put into that separate bank account is a dollar that you are investing in your future for yourself and for your family. Number 4, get a roommate. Now, I get it. Maybe you like living by yourself, or maybe you feel like your house is already too crowded, but getting a roommate and renting out a room in your house is such a great way in the short term to save up money to invest in your business. You can also Airbnb your place. Imagine this, you don't want to have a roommate, you don't want to rent out a room in your house, but what if you just packed your stuff and maybe a sleeping bag and a bottle of wine and your Netflix password, and you went to your friend's house for the weekend and hung out and had a slumber party? While you're doing that, someone's paying you to live in your house for a couple of days. It's a win-win situation. And here's the really cool thing about it, is that when you rent out a room or even do Airbnb, you're actually getting yourself practice for being a real estate agent. You're gonna have to start to think about things like, how do I describe the property? How do I take photographs that make it look really attractive? How do I screen tenants? How do I set rental rates? So these skills are basically like paid training to get you ready to get into the business of real estate. You can take out a loan or borrow the money from a family member or a friend. And if you're getting nervous about asking, or you think there's nobody around that has money, think again. People have money, and somebody is going to be out there who loves you and believes in you and is willing to invest in your future. Put a little business plan together and pitch it to them and explain to them, this is not something that you're loaning me money so I could go on vacation or go drinking at the bar. This is an investment in my future, and I'm not only going to pay you back, but I'm going to pay you back with interest. And that's totally fine because it is a cost of doing business. And even if the first person says no, keep on trying. And every time you pitch, you're not only going to get better at your sales pitch, but guess what else you're going to do? You're going to convince yourself to your very core that you will be a success. You're going to convince yourself and shift your mindset and set yourself up for absolute, utter success. What if you don't have someone who can loan you the money? Well, you can take out a loan on your credit card. There are credit cards out there that have promotions where they give you a 0% introductory rate. So long as you pay it off in time, you pay 0 interest. If you can find one of those and you have the discipline to pay it back, you can borrow that money interest-free and use it to invest in your future in your real estate career. Now make sure you check with the credit card company, because I am not a financial advisor. I am not qualified or licensed to give you financial advice, but it is definitely something that you should look into. The backwards planning link is below, but I've also made it easy and put it right there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. I'm here to help you on your real estate journey and support you in your career. If you have any questions or topics you want me to cover in a video, just post them in the comments below.